Do and welcome everybody. A little casual introduction here. I've got Scorpion from Mango Lovers. Make sure I get that right.
What's up?
Perfect. There we go. You guys got a game tonight, but we'll talk about that a little later. We've got some fun little questions here. Going to get to know Scorpion a little better, get to know maybe a little bit of the history behind Mango Lovers later on here. But first off, why Valorant? Of all games, there's hundreds of games out there that you could pick as like a competitive time waster.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I started with COD. That was kind of my first game. I got pretty decent at it, and then when I came to I didn't want to keep buying a new game every year. I ended up switching it around a bit. Liked Overwatch, but it's Overwatch, and I liked Apex, but I'm not a big Battle Royale guy, so I kind of. And then CS, I was not good at CS, so I just kind of
Really?
mixed and matched and found something that kind of took the best of both worlds, in that search and destroy kind of like bomb plant look that Val has, with also the abilities and stuff of
So you were an S&D player, right? For COD?
yeah,
Okay.
a little bit, yeah.
Little bit.
I was more S&D, yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
I just blanked for a second on that.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't think people call it S&D very much anymore. I think it's just competitive COD at this point.
Yeah, that's
Because of
pretty much what it is.
because how it's gone to. But interesting. And then the difference, because the gunplay, I know it's not the same. It's definitely not the same because I come from CS and it does not feel the same. But it's like the structure is there, so it's interesting to see. Is it like the ability kind of focus that Apex had transitioned really well, or is it like something else about Valorant that kind of has kept it going? Because I imagine if you've come from Apex, you come from COD, you come from Overwatch. You didn't mention 2 either. You've been around Valorant for a while then, right?
I've been around for a few years. I started kind of really picked up the game in summer 2023. Started team play about that fall is when I really got into team play, and then it's kind of been an on and off for me. But I mean, it's kind of an addiction, you know. No matter how much I hate it, I always have to come back. I don't know what it is about it, but just something draws me back. I think I can't tell you if it's the people I've met, if it's just something about the actual game itself, but just something about like this community especially it's something that I love being around, something that is fun for me just to be doing, really.
And it sounds like with that kind of cast of games that you said earlier, that means that you've got like a background in competitive gaming, or at least like a little bit. Or is Valorant really your first adventure into like a more set up competitive scene?
COD a little bit. Like I didn't go deep into it. I was decent, but I wasn't anything insane. Valorant's the one that I like took a lot more seriously. Partially due to teams I've been on in the past taking it a lot more seriously, but also just kind of enjoying it more. Like something about the game, something about just playing it is something I look forward to a lot more than I do most other things, gaming related. I'm not fully sure though.
Not fully
I
sure.
don't know what it is. It's just kind of something.
And you mentioned like the brief couple seconds we had to talk before this. You mentioned you're a Hawks fan. Is there any kind of past experience in like more traditional sports at all, or is this like really all that you've done?
No, I am pretty much entirely a physical sport athlete. I play football. I've played basketball. I do track. I throw shot put and do 100-meter. I've played many different sports in my life. Valorant's just kind of one I use as like a little bit of a break, I guess, from all that physicality, and just kind of do something that I enjoy doing. And you know, I'm a competitive guy, so just kind of taking something I enjoy doing, not having to have the toxicness and horrible state of ranked right now, but just being able to have like a good time with people I enjoy being around and just playing a game that I like. But yeah, no, a lot of what I do is mainly focused around currently football, but I've played basketball and I've played a bunch of other sports in the past.
And the horrible state of rank. I'm so outside of the scene. Like, what is it with Valorant rank? Because everyone I've talked to is like, just don't play it, don't do it, just stay out. But like, you've got to at least play a little bit to get in. What's the issue with it right now? Is it just the people?
I mean, I people is definitely an issue. I can name multiple times that I've had that I've literally had a game where somebody will have the worst mental in the world within the first 5 minutes. Like, we'll lose pistol and they're like, GG, someone's throwing, or like they'll just start throwing themselves. So I can't really tell you if it's like just something about it. It's something about the game, about the ranked scene right now. Just is not. It's just not it.
That's, that one's
different
for
for
me.
everyone.
That one's
It's
just for me.
everyone. Yeah.
It's like I've CS awful, absolute terrible place. There's hackers even if you have Prime, and like you have to go to ESEA and face it. And, like, I don't want to deal with that shit because that's third party, and then like I play League and same. I hear the exact same thing constantly. So I think it might just be like the ladder experience right now is so bad. So I'm, it's good to see that you're here actively still pursuing TCC and kind of pivoting a little bit away. Your role specifically on Mango Lovers, what is that?
I couldn't even tell you.
Like,
I can't even tell you.
Not a flex, not a spoke, not a duelist.
I am technically our flex. I don't know how many people know this, but there's been a large roster change on Mango Lovers due to multiple original members of the team hitting
Immortal.
Ascendant or Immortal, yeah. Once I actually joined in this iteration of the roster, I am technically listed as the flex, but we're not fully sure how roles are going to fit going into this week or into the future, that matters. So it's probably going to be, I'm switching around a fair bit. Probably going to stick on that flex role though. In my time, I've played near everything. I started as a initiator. I moved to a controller. Now I'm playing the flex. I play a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. That keeps you well rounded. But do you have a role you'd prefer to play on? Agents you'd prefer to play at all?
I mean, I'm a big Viper lover. Honestly,
yes.
There's some maps. I do have a very good streak of scrims on Viper. I know my TCC debut, I actually had a really good Raze game on Lotus. We'll never forget that one. Otherwise, though, I mean, in team play, I don't play that many different agents. I was pretty much an Omen one trick past week 2 of TCC last season. I only played one game though because of a first week bye. But yeah, I essentially just was a controller player, shifted to more the flex role. Really just enjoy kind of playing whatever, honestly. Anything but initiator at this point.
Started with initiator and now it's just a complete hate.
Literally anything but flash initiator. I can do it, but goddamn do I not enjoy it unless it's very certain situations.
Is it just because you like feel powerless in the moment, or something else?
I don't know if it's something around comfortability or if it's just like I'm a very aggressive player. I mean, anyone who looks at my stats will know that I am a very aggressive player, no matter the role. So I don't know if it's something around that where it's like I know I need to stay alive, but I just refuse to. Or if it's just something that having those flashes just does something to me. I don't even know, but it's just something around like I just can't play it to the best of my ability anymore, despite originally playing it at a high enough level for my rank.
Just a little rust. It'll either come back or you might just keep hating it. Because honestly,
it'll come back, but or it'll crash and burn, and there's about no in between.
Because honestly, for me, ever since Breach Triple Flash was gone, I can't do flashes anymore. It just feels so wrong.
I was a Sky main. So once she got nerfed, that's when I started to lose my touch.
It's like, I just don't want to do it anymore. I can't blind you for 8 seconds straight. What's the point? What's
the point of playing this game anymore, man? I can't blind someone for 8 seconds in a row.
I can't just damage your retinas. What the hell? But kind of going in, you have a wide view of like competition in general. Do you have any figureheads that you look up to, like traditional sports, non-traditional sports, anything?
I mean,
that drives
I
you?
have them in kind of like all the scenes. In Valorant specifically, Boaster and Crashies are kind of my main two. Boaster because I used to IGL a lot, and then Crashies just because he's the reason I started playing Initiator. It also helps Fnatic is my favorite team. In more traditionalized sports, though, current Seahawks coach Mike McDonald, if you haven't watched any of his stuff,
he's good.
The guy is amazing.
Yeah.
He is such like an inspirational leader in the locker room that it's just something incredible. And then also Cam Chancellor, I got to meet him a couple times now. Such an amazing guy, really down to earth, like someone that I really look up to. So Yeah. I'm currently being told that I should also say I look up to Gizmo, so that is one that I can confirm is true.
No, I mean that gives you a bunch of different little like views and perspectives into life. So that's good to. I think it's always good to have like someone, not necessarily to like maybe not to idolize entirely, but to kind of look up to as either like influence and whatnot. I think you mentioned a lot of really good people. Um, now, looking into it, back to that traditional sports, you play everything. How the hell does someone who is the play every sport just end up in esports? What's your first esports like experience? Watching, finding it.
Um, so it was actually Premiere was what got me into it. I just wanted to fuck around with my friends. And I ended up after that team, like we just couldn't do anything. I started looking for like an actual Premiere team to play on. And I have a weird history with that. I don't really know how to describe it. It was kind of weird, but I eventually found my way to a different team where I ended up getting to play with a good friend of mine who I started a team with and took that team all the way to winning a Premier playoff.
Nice.
Um, which I think just kind of like kickstarted my love for like more competitive Valorant. And then also just like I said, like I'm a competitive player. Like that's kind of the one thing about me that is just fact is I am extremely competitive and I just wasn't getting that out of rank. So I was just like, why not take it to the next level?
Mm-hmm. Like, do you have like a moment where you found esports though, like something that kind of vividly sticks in? Because like I remember, um, I just randomly stumbled across like Central American League of Legends on YouTube one night, and like it's been a downward spiral ever since. Do you have like a moment like that, or is it just kind of like you
Um,
intentionally went out of your way to keep looking up higher and higher on the ladder for Valorant specifically?
I would probably say actually, I forget which tournament, but it was the first tournament of COD 2021, like the first major. That was kind of what kickstarted my interest in it, or not 2021, 2020,
Mm-hmm.
around COVID time. Um, that's when it kind of kickstarted my interest in esports, and I actually picked up Call of Duty over COVID, and that's kind of what got me into the scene. And then post COVID transitioned to Valorant, and well, we're here now. So
Where you're not talking about it in a what are they? I think when I talked to Jaden about Ping Spike, he was like, "This is like tier 5 or something like that." It's like it doesn't matter at that point. We're all just goobers. We're
yep,
low elo. They like to call themselves low elo. I don't get like immortal being low elo, but that's because I'm gold still, and so
yeah.
it like I imagine I'm well aware there's a difference between like Immortal 1 and Immortal 3, but like it's so hard to fathom from everywhere else I've come from. So
Yeah,
one
no,
day I'll get to experience that culture shock.
it's a shock. It's a shock. I've had the like amazing pleasure of getting to play with immortal players, um, on the same team. Honestly, I've played with so many really good players even the last few months that it's like, just seeing that skill difference even between
Mhm.
immortals and ascendants it's absurd.
Man, that's why we kick them out. that's why we kick.
Exactly,
That's why we
exactly.
kick them out and have to make their own. We have to make our own little pen for them because there's so many of them now. I mean,
There's too many.
I've played enough Valorant like casually to where I've ran into like pro players and like spike rushes, and every time just absolute dick flatten moment. Like Jesus Christ, super stark difference between the people. But like even at this level, it's crazy to see that there's differences. Now something that I want to know. I was digging through the history of a bunch of teams here while I was trying to learn about like all the different people in TCC, and you guys get name dropped by Brins. Mango Lovers does. And you even told me beforehand, like I kind of want to talk about this too. I want to hear about it. I imagine there are people here that also want to hear about it. So like, what is up with the Mango Lovers Brins split?
I couldn't even tell you. My beef with Brins does not even come from Mango Lovers. I haven't been here, like I'm not that active on in that team. I'm just picking it up because of a few people becoming ineligible. My beef with Brins at least purely stems off of the fact of that Hybrid just pisses me off and he's very fun to make fun of. It is
It's
very
just
comedic. I have so many. The amount of times I have made fun of that man. I'm sorry, Hiver. But at the same time, no, I'm not. I coined the term hyperbullying instead of cyberbullying.
I,
Um, because that's just about how easy it was. Um, then I mean, I guess now that I'm thinking about it, though, there's also the he had a bunch of like accusations. A lot of shit went down with an old Brins roster with some transphobia shit,
oh, okay.
and
Oh, okay.
got Hyver kicked out of TCC originally, which I guess
Mm,
is another part of the reason. That's not my primary
no.
reason, but I'm being told that is the main reason of the beef between Mango lovers and Brins. Although I have beef from another place with Brins, more due to just past teams that I've been with, having very funny relations with Brins, specifically from CSK, the one season of CSK I played.
What is that? Do you care to get in
Ugh,
depth?
I don't even remember which season it was. It was
I don't
whichever one the season before now was, with Brins and Zero. I played for Zero, so for anyone who doesn't know what that is, that was the roster that put in an ineligible player last TCC season.
Nice. Off to a good start.
And yeah, they put him in for me actually. I hold nothing against those guys. Some of the best people I've met, some of the best people I played with, honestly, the people who sparked like my competitive passion. But part of the reason why I feel so like I don't know. It's just like part of the reason that I had the beef with Brins was because they were one of the teams that we were like compared to in season 4, which is the season that I played.
Mhm.
It's just kind of it was like a fun beef more, and
Okay.
then once I left Zero, it transitioned into being something just more serious that now I actually like will go on record to say is one of my things that I actually take seriously, and I hope I get the chance to actually play them. Because when it does happen, it's not going to go well for them. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. So you're hoping to meet them. You got double limb, so they've got two
I'm
chances.
hoping. I'm hoping. I'm hoping.
They've
Yeah.
gotta get through their own match first and kind of
They don't got an easy one. They don't got an easy
no,
one.
they don't at all. But pivoting a little into TCC or back into that, you guys qualified 3-0. At least you were on the team. I can't remember if you were immediately. Were you starting off like week 0? You weren't necessarily like week 0 starter with Mango Lovers. What week did you come in?
I played week 2, I believe. Yeah, I played against WGW.
Mhm.
Because they just needed a extra player.
Now you're a starter. So
Yeah.
promotion there. How did that WWF? There's a lot of them. They're in line to get interviewed. How was that series? Because I don't think I remember. I don't think it was
Uh,
broadcasted. I can't remember
it was
exactly.
not. No, it was supposed to be, and then producing fell through, which has
Oh,
become a common occurrence, annoyingly.
sorry.
I'm a production manager. That should be my job to figure out. It was a fun series. I remember it was
Mhm.
a 2-1 series. It was pretty fun, honestly. I know a lot of the guys. I know a couple of the guys on WGW. And I'm honestly happy to see them in playoffs now. Season 2, I don't think they won a single match.
Oh,
Yeah, so the turnaround, honestly, Leo did such an amazing job with turning this team around. I'm very happy to see them in playoffs, and I do hope that they go far. I know they lost their first match, but I'm hoping to see them make a lower bracket run because that'd just be awesome. I know some of the guys on WGW as well, just a really great team. Yeah, I mean, it was fun getting to play them. Uh, Obviously, though, I don't really care who I'm playing. I'm always playing to win.
Mhm.
So.
Playing. What I'm trying to think. I had something, and then I just lost it, and now I'm starting to get kind of annoyed about it. God damn it. Do you feel any extra pressure qualifying, even if you weren't necessarily playing in that series, but do you feel any extra pressure being like the 3-0 qualifying and one of the two teams viewed as like a favorite to win?
No, not really. I mean, all that's gonna happen is it, and I'm gonna die on this hill.
Mhm.
Any sport is a mental game. It doesn't matter how good you are. If you just win the mental game, you're just gonna win the game. And that's kind of part of what I tell myself. Like I have experience in playoffs of multiple different sports, so being in a playoff situation is nothing new to me. My high school team literally just went undefeated for football. And while I didn't play in the playoff game, I was there and I was ready to play if needed. So I can't exactly say that it's like it has much of an effect on me to be playing in a playoff game, even if the expectations are high. It's not the first time that they are,
Mhm.
and it won't be the last time because I plan to play in more tournaments. I plan to do more stuff, and if you're not able to perform under high pressure, then there's no reason you should be competing in the first place.
And I found that last one there. You kind of like offhand mention prod manager. How did you stumble into that here at TCC?
Uh, I don't even know. It just kind of happened.
Do you not have any like background experience like with production or
I've
anything else?
casted. I've casted before. Um, but otherwise I haven't done too much. Like I haven't produced, although that was due to PC issues. But it is something that like I want to do, and I guess I also just want to give back to the league that kind of started my career. Because I started playing low elo through TCC. It was my first ever tournament, and so I guess that's part of the reason is I just wanted to give back to the league that started all this for me. This is the best way to put it. Yeah.
And that's honorable there. You also brought up how it's been hard to find personnel. Do you have anything you want to say to people that are maybe like on the verge of casting?
If you can produce, please produce.
If you can operate Spectra, please.
if you know how to use OBS, if you could download OBS and make it run with Valorant,
We can handle the rest. I swear I can handle the rest. Scout's honor, man. I don't want Overwolf on my PC. This is me. But like, come on, man. I cannot. I want Overwolf on my PC. I'll help you. I'll help everything else with OBS. I'll help you with this after too, if you got the time. I know Jude is starting to get on your ass about something, but
yeah.
we'll wrap that up then real quick. Kind of pivoting. Salem's in the chat. Their Versy dog casting is so fun, man. I don't know, broski. Canadian as hell. Thank you for that, Versy. But Salem, Takeo member, you guys are already up 1-0 going into the series. Is that how do you feel about kind of getting the auto bid because of maybe a little bit of Zoomer brain? It's the nicest way to put it.
It ain't gonna change anything. It was gonna be a 1-0 lead anyways, so
It's not gonna change anything.
No change. No change.
You gotta short stream. That's your plan. You're gonna make it as short as a stream as possible.
That was the plan anyways. I don't know where the idea came that we were gonna lose. So
Takeo's got the idea, right?
Takeo's got an idea, but I mean, ideas aren't reality. Like, I hate to say it, but the records speak for themselves. Records speak for themselves. There, both teams got 3 wins, but we got a couple less losses. You know,
couple less losses there. And you mentioned name drop Brins. You want to face WGW. Anyone else you want to take out in these playoffs here? Or TCC?
Really, any team that thinks that they have a shot to win, because that's just wrong.
Simply
and
wrong.
I say this cocky, but at the same time, like, I'm not trying to disrespect any of these teams. Like, they're good teams. They're here for a reason. I got that trophy ripped out of my hands last season. I don't want to get, and I ain't planning to let it get ripped out of my hands this time. I'm playing to win this time. Last time I was playing for fun. This time I'm playing to win.
For fun there. And then finally, shout outs for anyone here while we gotta hang up the towel, sadly.
Not a reverse shout out to Jude for making me cut this short. Thank you, Jude. Appreciate you.
Real ones though, real ones.
Yeah, real ones. I mean, for probably most of the guys on 0 on that last roster, minus if you were on 0, you know who. The whole thing, I'm not going to get into that. I
That's
can
fine.
talk on hours.
That's okay.
I would also say boys on Mango Lovers with me right now. You know, all those guys. Specifically also Average, CJ, Gizmo, those 3 as well. Big reason on
CJ?
why I'm here.
We've got like 10 of them now.
I forgot we have like 8. Yeah. C Jiggles.
Jiggles. There we go.
Jiggles. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, specifically those guys made a very fun rivalry for me in the past. I'm happy to get to play with them now. Although unfortunately I will only get one game with CJ as that was the regular season game. But I do get to play with Gizmo for playoffs, so I'm excited for that.
All right, good to hear. Thank you for your time. I'm not going to keep you too much longer from Jude, as well as warming up for the series tonight. 8 p.m. CST, 9 p.m. EST on the it's like Titans Champions Cup.
I think Titans Champions, yeah.
Yeah, Titans Champions Cup. It's TCC. Everyone here knows it. Go check out the stream. It's a 1-0 lead, but still going to be a good game tonight for Mangoes lovers. With that being the case, thank you everyone for spending time with us. We'll see you later.